live? Always that $1,000,000 question. In particular, can you guys hear me? I'm terrified. I had some trouble with the microphone. Somebody type into a chat window you can hear me or something. Somebody type to me that they can hear me. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, everybody. It's Mike Meyers. And it is Wednesday. Wednesdays, man, it is a hump day. I got so many meetings on Wednesdays, you know. And as you guys well know, I am not a meetings person. But I go to meetings. I have a complaint today I want to talk about. We'll do the AMA in a minute. I want to complain about Reddit. How many of you guys get on Reddit? Reddit.com, Reddit.com? I love Reddit. I'm not going to lie. I'm more of a conservative type person, and Reddit's a bit more liberal, but I like Reddit a lot. But my problem with Reddit, and this isn't every subreddit, like the technology subreddits are great and stuff like that, but I'm talking about their top 10 subreddits, always like 2X chromosomes or relationship advice and all this stuff. And every Reddit's answer to any problem you have in life is to dump all of your family and dump all of your friends. And that is a very easy answer in life, is to dump all your family and dump all your friends. No, I'm not dumping any family or friends. I don't have a personal issue here. I just was reading a lot of Reddit last night, and I got very depressed, you know, because relationship advice, it's like a drug, man. You just gotta absorb all the angst and the teenage angst that goes on there, and it's like, it bugged me a lot. So do yourself a favor, enjoy Reddit for whatever you like about Reddit, but never take any advice from that thing unless they're telling you what video card to buy, because it's just like, I want to take a shower. Ugh, what a mess. All right, well, anyway, hi, everybody. It's Mike Meyers. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Ask Mike Anything live stream. This is an opportunity for you to ask questions on CompTIA certifications. A+, Net Plus, Security Plus is our bailiwick, but we can certainly go outside of those 3 certifications. In fact, we can go outside of CompTIA certifications. In fact, we don't even have to talk about certifications. We can talk about technology, jobs, whatever might be interesting to you. So we're definitely here for you. Tolwit says I could be a little louder. Tolwit, I'm already touching the red on my the thing that shows how strong your sound is, so I'm afraid to do that. This is the most important meeting, Mike. This is the most... Connor, what you talking about, my brother? Yeah, Reddit is... I do like Reddit. Yeah. Just makes me sad. All right, I'm not going to talk about Reddit anymore because it's just going to keep me getting sadder and sadder. All right. So anyway, so guys, the goal here is to ask me anything. In particular, if you any topic you might want to cover, just type it into the chat window. As a matter of fact, on that chat window at the top where it says Top Chat, hit that pull down and put it to live chat. That gets the algorithm off of my back. And make sure that you have timestamps in there as well, okay? Oh, Connor, David was explaining Connor. Okay, I got it now. This is the important meeting. Gotcha. I agree. It is. Certainly the most fun. Anthony's here. Anthony Sissidney. I can never pronounce your last name right, Anthony. I'm sorry. And in fact, is it Anthony or Tony? I'm always curious about that. And you're not the Pringles can guy. I got it. Never again. All right. Kylie Powder. It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Yeah, Buffalo Bill. Anthony Sassini. Yes. Yes, what? Is it Tony or Anthony? Anthony is for bill collectors. Anthony is for... okay, I got you. All right, so Tony it is. I've known many an Anthony. There's not very many Anthonys I know that go by Anthony. Usually their moms would try to make them go to Anthony, but, it was always a Tony. Tony Soprano, right? All right. Andre's here. Wilson's here. Good to see you, Wilson. David Evans is asking many, many questions here. Do you think me watching all Professor Messer videos then doing your Total Sem course would be enough for me to pass? I like Professor Messer. He's a good guy. I've met him a couple of times. It's been a few years now. I think I'm a better presenter than he is by a long shot. I'm funnier. He might be a little bit more thorough on some things, but I would even take issue with that. I think my videos blow everybody else's out of the water. That's my opinion. Or maybe use your practice exam and Dion's practice exams. I always tell people that you should have at least 2 different sets of practice exams. Definitely by mine, but by somebody else's too. The problem is with practice exams is they get a voice to them like a novel. And if you just use one set of practice exams, no matter how hard I try, the Mike Meyers voice still sneaks in. And you start to get kind of a warped idea of what the questions will be. Whereas if you go with someone else's questions, by the way, Jason Dion has good questions. I'm perfectly happy to recommend him. When you have a second source of questions, you get a better balance, and you're not so locked into this one kind of voice. So when you sit down at the exam and the question isn't exactly how it should sound in your head, that's because you've been only using one set of practice questions. So always use 2. I'm bleeding. Ah. Sorry about that. I'm okay. I just scratched a scab. That's all it is. We're all right. David Evans. If you suffer from anxiety, that you should do it at a really slow pace. And if you... But David, if you're a slow learner, then be a slow learner. It's no great shame in that. You can actually ask for extra time on CompTIA exams. I don't remember exactly how to do that. I think it's part of the registration process. You can request extra time. You can tell them you got a reading difficulty or something like that. I don't even think you have to have any proof on it. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure you have a little extra time. But it's, if you're a little bit slower on the uptake, trust me. What was I really slow on the uptake on technology? Oh, when I was first learning about RAM timings on DRAM, it took me forever to get it into my head, mainly because I don't think there was any good training materials on how to do that kind of stuff. And that's the one thing I always wanted to put in my A+ books was RAM timings. There's no reason to put it in the books. It's not like you could, well, you can adjust RAM timings on some systems, but it's just one of these things that's really, really, really cool, but I'm technically correct, but I would have no friends. Anyway, I had a real challenge on RAM timings, so don't worry about it if you're slow on certain parts. It's everybody's slow on something. I was very, very slow on growing height. Beneficent, there's a name. Welcome. Oh, okay, so the other thing is do keep in mind, folks, is that I know some people are kind of shy about posting questions because you're worried that you're going to sound dumb. That's not a problem. You can just send me an email. Send it to Michael M. at TotalSem.com or Des Weds at Proton Mail. They both work. The Michael M's probably a little bit better, but any of those are fine. And by the way, that's my website, www.totalsem.com. So if you got any questions, especially if it's more an involved question, it may not be the kind of question I can easily answer within the scope of this time window. Yeah, just send me an email. Mohammed's here. Good to see you, man. Catherine Legrand. I remember you. Seeing who's here. Kylie Powder. Will Shaw. Yeah, Will Shaw. Good afternoon from the hot Midwest U.S. It is 101 degrees here in Houston, Texas. And next Sunday, they're predicting 103. It's hot in Texas. Yeehaw! Yeah, so last week when I was up in Denver to see my new granddaughter, very excited. When I was up there, I thought, well, hey, I'll be in Denver. At least I'll be able to go somewhere cooler than Texas. And it was 98 degrees in Denver. I mean, give me a break. That was like craziness. Hold on, guys. All right, so TD Washington, good to see you, man. Aaron Vandermeulen. Hey, Aaron. Some of your guys' names. Tanya Jacobson. Is it me or we haven't seen you for a while? Or have I just been missing you? Ron Lama's here. Johnny 5 is alive. Everybody's just, nobody's really asking questions, which is fine. Wall Street Bets. Oh, Andrew Hutz. Wall Street Bets. Man, that was a tough one to watch here. Honestly, my secret pleasure on Reddit is a subreddit called, you ready? Raised by Narcissists. I don't remember that many narcissists when I was a kid. It seems like anybody with an opinion these days is a narcissist. I've been accused of being a narcissist to the point where I was like, am I a narcissist? And I actually talked to a friend of mine who's like a shrink. And I was asking her, I go, am I a narcissist? And she goes, Mike, the fact that you can even ask if you're a narcissist proves that you're not a narcissist. You might be a little self-centered, which I will not disagree with. Intense Beast. I just love these names. It must be me. Reddit is for doom scrolling. Anthony, Reddit is as bad as reading YouTube comments. Oh, man. I do. My skin is looking good. So, my personal assistant slash housekeeper slash den mother, Tara, I think you've seen her on screen a couple of times, is forcing me to put lotion. Lotion! Yes, it puts the lotion in the basket. There we go. Hang on. Can you guys... It's kind of a glare. Avino! Yay! Yeah, so I've been schlepping this on. If you ever get a chance, Bill Burr, the comedian, if you don't know who Bill Burr is, you should. He does a routine about putting on lotion. And you've got to watch it. It's hilarious. It's on YouTube. Bill Burr, just put in Bill Burr lotion. It's hilarious. Oh, that's why... Okay, I'm understanding now. All right. Kylie, earlier when you said it puts lotion, I didn't understand. Okay, now I got it. Now I got it. Whoa, it just scrolled like crazy. Denis Belalsarov. Hello from the Ukraine. Keep your head down, my friend. Intense Beast, what's the Discord server name? Intense Beast, Dave Rush will happily post the Discord server invitation up there for you. Do keep in mind, it's a great place. It's something you should be checking out. It's very healthy. I don't get on there nearly as much as I'd like to, but it is hosted by, in fact, a lot of the folks that you see on here right now are also on the Discord server, and a lot of them are better techs than me. So, but it's a great place. Can't recommend it enough. Who said they? Philip Snell. Philip Snell. Pass Security Plus. All right. Yeah, I tell you, Dan LaChance is a great guy. I really do. I like him a lot. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, Austin is hot. Just look, guys. I'm just looking for questions right now. Tanya Jacobson, but I listen to your good stuff on Udemy all the time. Thank you, Tanya. Tom Jeffrey, that's a new name. Is there an antivirus you can boot from USB if Windows is unusual? Almost all of them are bootable from USB now. Man, which one would I recommend right now? I am not a huge fan of Avast antivirus, but it does have a bootable version that's pretty good. I've also been hearing that Kaspersky's pretty good too, but those would be the two I'd consider. Chris Ken, is that an Activision patch? No. It's NASA. My dear friend Wissa works in mission control. In fact, anytime you're on the NASA channel and they're actually showing you mission control, look for this little gal. You can't see, her head doesn't even go over the console, and it's a brunette, and that's Wissa. Hey, here's interesting. You ready, guys? Mission control is a building, but the individual rooms are called FICRs. FICR, and I don't remember. Forward control room? I don't remember what it stands for. But anyway, so like in mission control, there's like 6 or 7 FICRs. Each of the, like they have the original Apollo FICR is still there. In fact, it's a, oh man, I should get some pictures. I used to get to be able to go in there. You know, the tours don't let you go in, but Wissa would badge me in and we could go through the Apollo FICR. That was pretty cool. I got pictures of me holding the red phone. They have all the original consoles with the ashtrays built into them. It's pretty cool. But I'm a NASA nut. I love anything that has to do with space. Like, for example, all the James Webb stuff that we've been seeing lately. I've been kind of checking in on that. It's a lot of fun. But we're talking about everything but technology today, haven't we? Which is all fine. Tanya Jake said, "Could you ever do CISSP courses?" No, that's not, no, Tanya. That's not who I am. I'm the more basic trainer. I'm the one who gets people started and pointed in the right direction, and then I count on my other trainers to do stuff like that. Plus, CISSP is boring. Whoops. There's the Discord. Don't use the lotion that makes your elbows bleed. Yeah, there we go. Aaron Vandermolen. I was mildly disappointed that the N1008s don't have the catchy music at the end. The N1007 ones do. I got in trouble with all that music, Aaron, because it was taking up way too much video time. And the bean counters, of course, the moment they saw that we could reduce the amount of video by, it was a fairly significant amount, they're all like, cut it all, you know, whatever. Letting bean counters run a company is always a bad idea. So that's the other thing, man. I gotta tell you, if you haven't watched the entire Mad Men series, you need to watch it. It's full of life lessons, in my opinion. The character Don Draper alone is just this cornucopia of pithy phrases. What is that one where he's talking to the hippies and he's like, "I hate to break it to you, but there is no big lie. There is no system. The universe is indifferent." I was like, that's such a great line. The universe is indifferent. I think that's part of me thinking about all that Reddit stuff is what made me look up that phrase. You know, Redditors always think there's somebody out to get them. It's the evil conservatives or the evil religious people or the evil, you know, whatevers. And I don't know. All right, I'll get off of the Reddit kick. I'll be on Reddit again today. I guarantee it. McAfee, Mohammed. The only problem I have with McAfee as an antivirus is that it's bloaty, and as a result, I never used the bootable McAfee. But I got to be honest with you, most of them have relatively the same patterns that they're looking for and all that. And you know, as long as you can boot to it, and it is important to have a bootable drive. I don't have one these days because I'm so safe on my computing. So let's see what other people are saying. This is interesting. So Andre, my favorite Belgian, ESET. I haven't thought about ESET for a while. There's nothing wrong with that. Jeffrey Kennedy. Are you from Boston there, Jeffrey? I'm just starting to look into taking A+ cert and started with your 1001 videos. I think I won't be ready until only is available. What do you recommend to study for it? I'm not aware. There's like one of my competitors has the 1101, 1102 book out. So I don't know how to answer that. Dennis Belazov. Do you have experience with Starlink, Dennis? I'm sorry, I don't. I wish I did. It's an interesting technology, but I haven't actually messed with it. Intense Beast. What is the name? Mad Men. It's great. It was a mini series. It went on for like 6 or 7 seasons, and it starts in like the 50s and goes into the 60s, and yeah, it's good. Rollicking. Lots of smoking, lots of drinking alcohol. When I first started in IT, I worked for the Texas Department of Transportation, and they always said, "How do you find the IT department?" And it said, "Follow the cigarette smoke," because we all smoked. Everybody smoked. And, in order for me to write code, the old line was, I got to have a Coke and a smoke, and yeah. And I will neither admit or deny that there may have been a bottle of whiskey in a drawer. Daniel, speaking of, do you teach programming languages? I do not, Daniel. I'm a screwdriver tech, man. Why is Tanya Jacobson sad a few minutes ago? What did I do, Tanya? Ron Lama, I'm going to take the Core 2 and Network Plus back to back. Well, why? I'm not sure why you would want to take those back to back. Well, Ron, if you're feeling comfortable, I guess there's no evil in it. Suggestions. The only thing that would concern me is that if you're going to be taking the Core 2, you're going to be running into some networking configuration issues. And the A Plus looks at networking differently than the Network Plus does. And you've got to be careful that you might run into questions where on the A Plus it just barely covers them, but the same topic on Network Plus is going to be much more deeply covered. And just keep them separated. Trust your practice questions. Always trust your practice questions. Chris Kent, actually space and technology are the same. Yeah. Well, I mean, space is out there and we use technology. In that aspect, Chris, I'll agree with you. Eleni Kelemiwork. Hi, Mike. What do you suggest a beginner to take after A+? Network Plus. That's not even hard. Network Plus is the most important certification you'll never need. It is an absolute eye-opener. It really, in my opinion, it's the best certification that CompTIA has written. There's not a lot of demand for it in terms of work, but there's a lot of demand for it in terms of everything you learn in Network Plus will help you in any other networking course for the rest of your life, like any of them. So I can't recommend Network Plus enough. How much different, really, from the 008 from the 007? I don't remember. I'd have to actually pull up the objectives and look at them to be able to give you some answers. Dave, do you remember anything particularly... do you remember anything particularly noteworthy from the old Net Plus to the current one? Actually, if I remember, the newer Net Plus, especially on hardware, is a lot simpler. Like on the old Net Plus, you had to memorize Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3. They took all that out. There's more on, as you can imagine, security in the newer Network Plus, but it's all pretty practical, I think. So Dave says it's basically, Dave, thank you for reminding me. There is a big, on the new Network Plus, they do focus on enterprise. Thank you, David. I'd forgotten about that. And so there's a lot of enterprise stuff, data centers, HVAC, things like that are more enterprise-based. That's a big one. Anthony Sassini's pushing for malware bytes and Defender. But Anthony, I don't think you could do does Windows Defender let you make a bootable media? I've never seen that. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying I've never seen it. So Tanya's not doing CISSP. Other CIS, yes, they are. This is true. Daniel, I couldn't find Jason Dion practice questions you talked about for A+. But Jason Dion is a competitor, and I am okay with telling you that his practice questions are good. I've seen them, but I'm not going to literally tell you where to click. You're going to have to figure it out, man. MLM, men love milk. Multi-level marketing would have been mine, Patricia, but that works too. I like how you pronounce my name. Badly? Eleni. Okay, let me take another shot at this. Eleni? Kelamawork. Is that... Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. Is that Hawaiian? I don't know. So, Tolawit is actually in Hawaii, and I used to go to Honolulu quite a bit for work. Boy, I hated that. And the main drag in Honolulu is a street called Licky Licky, except it's spelled Like, Like. So all of us Howleys, forwarders from Hawaii, would always go, hey, where's Like Street? And that just gives the native Hawaiians a big laugh. Hey, Brittany, you are late. Where have you been, young lady? Carrie Chiassian. I've been using Windows Defender and the free version of Malwarebytes, and it's been helping me. Carrie, I agree. In fact, my primary anti-malware is Windows Defender. I don't use anything else on most of my systems, and I've had really good luck. If naughty things have gotten through, I haven't noticed it. So, Ardeen, CSSP seems like a pain in the butt to maintain. It is. But, you know, a lot of people really don't care. If you've taken a CISSP exam, a lot of times, as long as you don't say you're certified, remember, to be certified, you got to do more than just take the exam. But a lot of employers will sit there and go, oh, you've taken the CISSP exam? Did you pass? Yep. Okay. You can't say you're certified, though. A little bit of a difference. She facepalmed me. I give up. I'm going to change your name to Bob. Oh, how do you make a hot dog stand? Take away its chair? Oof. Carrie, keep your day job, man. All right, how are we doing on time? Oh, it's already 2:30. What's happened? Do I have any advice on command line interface? Yeah, do it a lot. You know, so many people, they'll just like pop up a terminal or PowerShell, and then they'll just run a few commands, and you got to play with it. That's really what locks in command line more than anything else, is make it do big things. Okay, gotcha, Dave. But really, that's the most important thing. And the other thing is that take advantage of man pages, take advantage of Windows help, and, you know, try different switches and things. That's always so important. No, Gary, keep your puns, buddy. Keep them. All right. I'll tell you what, guys. It seems like a quieter day. We're having fun talking and all, but not a lot of questions, which is okay. We have some days we have lots of them, sometimes we don't. So let's go ahead and have a little contest real quick. What would be a fun? So I'm gonna make up a question real quick, and whoever answers the question first by typing it into the chat window wins. Okay, we're going to do this one a little bit more subjective. This is going to be a little more fill in the blank. Okay, you guys ready? This is a networking question. So I want you to type Licky Licky, Ron Llama. Will Shaw, DEL star. Sudo, Aaron. Okay, all right. All right, so let's do a practice question. You guys ready? All right. you're actually, this is not a multiple choice. This is a here, I'm going to say something, you have to answer it, okay? The first person who answers it in a way that makes sense to me. That's all I'm making as a criteria. If it makes sense to me, you will win 90-day free access to the practice questions, what we call the Total Tester here at Total Seminars, 90-day free access to the practice questions of your choice. So you ready? Here's the question. Name one difference between TCP and UDP protocols. Name one difference. There's about 4 or 5. Just name one difference between TCP versus UDP. I don't care what it is. You have to type out a sentence, or at least a phrase. Lucas Mellinson, Licky Licker, Rambaba. Patricia Grace, thermal paste. Leaky, told it? Okay, man, sorry. Oh, Jared's trying to use his phone. All right, we have a winner here. See if we get a consensus among the judges here. Okay, I declare the winner to be Miss Tanya Jacobson. Tanya, you said connectionless, and that is certainly a big difference between UDP versus TCP. TCP is connection-oriented with a TCP handshake, and then UDP is a connectionless, where it actually counts on upper layers to verify the data. So, very good. Tanya Jacobson, you are the winner today. You get 90-day free access to the practice questions of your choice. Tanya, in order to claim your prize, you're going to have to send my buddy Dave Rush an email. That's daver@total7.com. In that email, be sure to put in your YouTube name, which is Tanya Jacobson. Put in your email address. Put the email address in the body of the email. And number 3, put in which exam you want. We have lots and lots of exams, way beyond just the big 3 CompTIAs. And just head over to www.total7.com, pick the practice questions you want, and send Dave Rush the email, and he'll get you all set up, because we actually use your email as your login. All right. Lucas Mellon said, no, I don't know. Johnny 5, they use different channels. No. Hey, always fun to try, though. All right. AMD's, this is Daniel at 233. AMD's newest APU only has PCIe 3. Will that be a problem if later I put in a graphics card in? I don't know. That's an interesting question. Anybody else want to weigh in on that one? I honestly don't know the answer to that. My quick guess would be you probably may not get the full bandwidth of a higher end graphics card, but PCI 3 is smoking fast, man. So I'm going to stay here for a minute, see if anybody else wants to add to that. Or better yet, Daniel, what I'd recommend you do is head over to our Discord channel and throw that out for everybody to chew on and get an opinion on, okay? So that could be interesting. Would PCI 3... Yeah, I know it's backward compatible. I'm just wondering if there's a bandwidth issue. Dave and Andrew are typing on the side channel, trying to give me some input. I'm going to let those guys... Yeah, okay, Dave agrees with me. It runs just slower. That is a good question. Probably not an A+ kind of question, but it's a good question. All right, guys. So let me go and let everybody go. I will be on, today is Wednesday, so don't forget this Friday, Dave Rush, the man behind the screen there, has his own show on Fridays. It's Dave Rush's AMA. Do check that out right here on the Total Seminars channel. That's at 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time here in Houston, Texas. So wherever that lands in your far away, Ukrainian or Netherlands or whatever wacky country you live in, that doesn't have the stars and bars on it. Anyway, do check out Dave's thing. I'll be back on next Monday. And until then, everybody have a great day. This is your Uncle Mikey saying bye-bye. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.